guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got some good stuff that I've been doing. So basically I've been getting into faceless digital marketing. If you haven't heard of faceless digital marketing, it's digital marketing without putting your face. You know, people like they do videos and they start promoting their business, but instead you use other content that you get from content banks like stock videos, and then you put it up and you basically promote your business through that way, through storytelling. It's a whole big thing. So I bought this course. The course is Faceless 1.0. Within 3 days, I made my first sale. Within 3 days of buying that course, I made my first sale. And it was like natural. It was like I was talking to somebody through DMs, telling them about the course I just bought. And then she was interested and she bought it like super quick. I was shocked. I was like, oh, this is how this works? Okay, yeah. So after that, I was open. So I've been like consistently posting reels 2 to 3 times a day. Life does get busy. So sometimes I'm only able to do 1 reel a day, realistically. If I wasn't in school, it'd be a lot easier. But this is so big. Like, there are accounts, of course, with a big following that's making 10K plus a month. 10K plus a month. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is really a thing on faceless digital marketing. Like, they're not even showing their face. So they're just posting content and posting things that resonate with their audience, and they're making all these sales. And basically you just rinse and repeat what you're already saying. So I was like, oh no, I gotta continue to do this. Now it does get hard because you gotta continue to show up and consistently post even when you're not getting sales. To be honest, like, a lot of my freebies is the ones that, you know, people are going for, because let's be honest, like, who is about to spend $147 or even $387 or $489, which is how much these courses cost? Like, they're pretty penny. Like, they're like, oh no, I'm not spending that. I'm just gonna buy a couple guides or get a free guide and be like, okay, I'm gonna work from here. Me personally, that's what I did at the beginning. Like, I got a guide and I was like, okay, I'll do it from here. But then my page it just wasn't looking right, and I wasn't getting the, you know, as much reach as I wanted to. So I was like, yeah, no. I was like, I'm gonna get a course, I'm gonna invest in a course, and I'm gonna start from scratch to really know what I'm doing, to see, you know, what I'm missing. And that course, Faceless 1.0, honestly, taught me about SEOs and a lot of stuff that I did not know, getting guides, because a lot of guides don't, at least I've never seen a guide that had, you know, all that stuff in a free guide. So I was like, wow. So it was an investment for me because it did teach me. And then I also sold it within 3 days. So it was like, I didn't even pay for it at all. So I think a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to spend this money and not make a sale. The only way you're not going to make a sale is if you're not doing anything, like you're not promoting and you completely like fell off the map. Then you're not gonna make a sale. And even then, who knows, if your stand store is still up, somebody may get something. But that's the only way you're not ever gonna make a sale or make your money back, is you just have to be consistent. Even if it takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Some people, they do it for a couple of months, like 2-3 months, until they're able to really generate some money. So that's realistically, like, I'm in that boat where it's like, okay, they're getting freebies but not enough sales, but I'm all in. I done dedicated my time, I done spent money, I done spent time to learn this course, and I'm like, no, I'm in, and this is what I'm gonna do. I may not be able to show up 3 times a day, but even if I do it 2 or even once a day, then, you know, it's still consistency, and you'll get somewhere, you know. You just gotta find your audience and your niche, pretty much. So, but consistently, you know, I get people visiting my stores. It's went up since I first started. I'm gonna show you, this is where I began, up here. That was 2 weeks ago, and this is where I'm at now, up here. That is a big deal. Like, that's still something. It may not be like where you want to be, but think about it, it's only 2 weeks. Like, it takes you a lot longer to learn things and to grow and to, you know, do certain things. It takes longer. So I'm just going to keep showing up, keep on doing my thing. But my motivation is really like looking at people like, wow, you really made all that money and you stood in there. There's people in there, they're like, okay, I didn't see any results until 2 or 3 months, or they didn't have their first sale until months. Me, I was able to get my first sale within 3 days, which is like, okay, you know, there is some hope here. It may not be as, you know, as frequently as I would like, but we're definitely getting there. And like, you know, you'll have your certain reels that you kind of play with, like, okay, is this the content I want to be putting out, or should I go this way? Like, your experiment, you'll see which reels is getting more plays, and you know how you should continue on putting out your content. And you basically experiment. You experiment with your reels and see which ones you should be putting out more. So it's definitely a learning process, but as long as you got a little bit of time during the day, you can plan out some content, post your reels. And if you're somebody like me or others who don't have time to be posting content with their face, then Faceless Digital Marketing is perfect. Now, YouTube works out way better for me because I don't mind. I actually like YouTube. I like the whole vibe of YouTube, so I don't mind getting on here. But like, you know, Instagram for your business and stuff, you really don't have time to be recording content and putting out 3 reels a day with your face. It's a lot, to be honest. So Faceless Digital Marketing it's becoming more big. Like, it's becoming big, and a lot of people are doing it because they just don't have the time, or honestly, certain people are just like really shy and they don't want to get on camera, so it works good for them. So I am going to post my stand store right above, also in the comments, so you can look at some done for you digital products. My main thing is, a lot of these digital products that I do have on my page, they are master resale, and I even have some that's PLR, which is you can customize it into yours and then sell it. Master resale, you're just selling it as it is. You can't really change it because that's just the rights. So my main thing is, you know, building up my followers, you know, doing more, and the ultimate goal is to do my own course. Because yeah, it's okay, you know, you are selling other people's digital courses, but you want it to really be your thing. And I feel like in a lot of courses, there's things that's missing, like especially with the type of learner you are. Like, I know I'm a visual learner and I like interactive things. So for me, I would do a digital course that's more interactive, more visual. Like a lot of courses that I see, they got, you know, nice designs, nice module, but it's real wordy and it takes long. Like, you know, you don't want that. You kind of want something to be broken up, not take too long, and kind of really get to the meat of it all. You don't want it to be dragged out, because if you're like me, you got a short attention span. So that is my main goal with this. I do have products that are mine that I created from Canva as well, up on my stand store, so you can take a look at that just to give you some ideas. But I have 2 free guides. I have a social media planner that I was giving out as a freebie, a social media post planner. I was giving out as a freebie, and more people bought that than a lot of things. They got that, but it was doing so well and so many people were grabbing it. I was like, okay, I gotta not make this free right now because a lot of people are grabbing it. So this is something that's obviously, it's a good product because they keep coming back. So I'm just like, all right, so it's time to, you know, add it back to the purchase list, but I put it at a low price, of course, because, you know, it helps organize your day and your content that you want to post. So you take one day and you basically write like a week worth of content. That way you're not, in that one day, you're not spending hours like I was at the beginning, you know, figuring out what content to post, what videos to post, what to say. It just saves you so much time. So if you take that one free day where you have some time and just plan out on that content post planner what you want to say and do, then you'll be set, at least for that week. And then you do that every week. That way you're not wasting too much time. It's like a time management tool, and it saves me, because at the beginning, when I tell you, it was taking me hours, and I mean hours, like as in the whole day, to plan what I wanted to post, the videos I wanted to post, what I wanted to say, you know, all of that. It was taking me hours to find something, because of course you're taking your time. You're like, okay, you want this to be good quality, so you're taking your time doing that. You're just not writing anything. You're like, okay, how can I word this? How can I make it me, you know? So definitely, if anybody wants to get into digital marketing, especially faceless digital marketing, and you've been thinking about it, you can DM me, follow me on Instagram, you know. Any questions you have, just ask me, because, you know, I'm 2 weeks in, but I feel a lot more confident than I was when I first started. I was just like, what? But I did my research, did my courses, and, you know, then I started thinking, I was like, okay, what's really my niche? Like, what do I like? Okay, I love to travel. I'm big on mental health. And I'm like, okay, let me start making products like that. So I didn't start making products like that until a couple days ago, because I was just so focused on, okay, let me get this course, let me sell this for master resell. And I'm like, all right, now focus on what you really love and you're passionate about. Start, you know, putting more products up like that. So I have like a variety of products, because I'm like, you can have your courses and you can have what you really love too up there. So that's basically what I've been up to. I had to come on here because people are really making a living. Like, this is not, I know I see a lot of things that say it's a scam and everything, and I'm just like, it's really not a scam. Like, you're selling courses that teach you about digital marketing. It's not bullshit courses unless you got something else. Me personally, I got 2 courses. I got Faceless 1.0, and I just bought Simply Passive, just because it was so popular and so many people loved it. And a lot of these people who's making money, they do have Simply Passive. But it's just like a stepping stone. Like, you basically use those products to leverage yourself to make more digital products that's your own. So it gives you an idea. But a lot of people were saying it's like a scam. And I'm just like, how is this a scam? You're selling a course, as long as it's a legitimate course, like the 2 I named, and there's like Roadmap, and there's like LipoMax. There's a couple others that I don't have that I'm not too sure, but a lot of people do like Roadmap. But one of those legitimate courses, those courses, they're of value. They're teaching you how to digital market. They're teaching you, you know, SEO. They're teaching you stuff. So if you're a person who's never done this and wants to do digital marketing, that's of value to you, because you don't know where to begin. And you're like, okay, let me take this course so I can learn, gain knowledge about what I'm going to do next. So it's not a scam. People are selling this to people who want to come into digital marketing and they want to know more. So you start off, so you buy it. You can choose to buy it and not sell it, but let's be realistic. Who's really gonna buy it and not sell it? I know people say, oh, I'm just gonna buy it just to learn for it, just to use for it. But that can be your first digital product, master resale. So why not start there, you know? So that's just enough of my rant. But yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. And you guys, I really believe that you need to get on this. Like, this is going to be gold. Like, and I don't want you guys to wait to where it's like oversaturated and everybody's doing it. Everybody's gonna have their own thing, but then I feel like it's gonna be super competitive. So get on it. It's not really, you really don't have to spend a lot to start. If you want a course to really guide you and you don't know about digital marketing like me, then you can grab a course. You can grab either one of those courses. But like I said, I'm going to list my Stay in Store. I have 2 courses in there. Faceless 1.0 is a little cheaper than Simply Passive, but a lot of people do like Simply Passive because, you know, it's a bigger name basically. So you're paying for the name. But yeah, definitely DM me if you got any questions or anything. I just want to talk about my journey and how it's going realistically. This is exactly how it's going. It does get hard, but I am going to keep going. And I want you guys to follow along because this is something easy to do. You don't have to have an LLC to start right away. I do have an LLC because it was like for kind of another business. So, but you don't have to have that until you start really generating money, because then, you know, taxes get involved. But this is going to be big, and like I have such a good feeling about it. I'm just like manifesting this. I'm like, this is gonna generate so much money for me. Like I can feel it. I can taste it. I'm just like, wow, this is going to be big. So I definitely want you guys to join this journey with me. Again, any questions, anything, I'm gonna list, you know, some valuable things up here for you to get started. Links in my bio. And if you got any questions, again, contact me, DM. You can write me on YouTube. You can write me on Instagram, either way. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon.